Hello everyone, myself Vibhu. Today I am going to discuss about orbital speed of electron in a stationary orbit. So this is the 5 marks questions for the second PUC students and for CBSE 12 students. Okay, so let us start the derivations. In the previous video, I have discussed about the orbital radius, okay, of an atom. Okay, so which we have discussed already. Okay, let us continue with these derivations today. Okay, so very important for the 12th exams. Okay, all right. So let us start with the diagram here. Here is the atom and the central nucleus. The nucleus consists proton and the neutron. Okay, and from here to here is the radius, and this is the electron here. Okay, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so here I have drawn the tangent, which is basically taken as the direction of the revolving electron, which is moving with the velocity v, and charge of the electron is e. Okay, minus represents the charge of the electron, and m is the mass of the electron, and r is the radius, and e is the charge of the nucleus, and z is the atomic number. Okay, this is the basic explanation about the atom. So what is atom? Atom is the basic structural unit of any matter, right? So this is the atom, and the central nucleus, r is the radius, e is the charge of the electron. Okay, electrons are basically revolving around the nucleus of an atom. So let us start with the explanation of the diagram. Okay, let us consider an electron of charge minus E, mass m, moving with a velocity v around the nucleus of an atom of charge Ze. Okay, in a orbit. All right. Okay, which is basically moving with a velocity v. Okay, when the electron revolving around the nucleus of an atom, it will be experiencing a force of attraction. Okay, so that force of attraction is taken as, okay, the electrostatic force of attraction, attraction between the central nucleus and the electron, attraction due to the nucleus is, okay, F equals 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze into E whole divided by R square, which is done as 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square divided by R square. We can call it as a equation number 1. Next one, the centripetal force acting on an electron is mv square divided by R. Okay, let us take it as a Fc is a centripetal force. I'll call it as a equation number 2. As we know that this centripetal force is provided by the electrostatic force of attraction, right? We know that centripetal force is due to the electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, so then we can say that equation 1 and equation 2 are same. So this force is due to the above force. Okay, so then I can write it as equation 1 will be equal to equation number 2. Where LHS are same, then RHS will be same. So then I can rewrite it as mv square divided by R equals 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square divided by R square. M is the mass of the electron, V is the velocity of the revolving electron, R is the radius, epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space, Z is the atomic number, E is the charge, R is the radius. Is it clear? We'll call it as the equation number 3. Next, the angular momentum of the electron in nth orbit is L equals mvr, which is equal to nh divided by 2 pi. We'll call it as a fourth equation. Here n is the any orbit number, h is the Planck's constant. Okay, so let me take it as n equals 1 comma 2 comma 3 dot 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 dot. Clear? Is the orbit number. So now what we can do is we can divide equation number 3 by equation number 4. Okay, now divide equation number 3 by 4. What is 3 is here mv square r divided by, okay, you can see here equation number 3 is there, right? Okay, which can be divided by mvr, which is equal to Ze square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into, it will become reciprocal here. Okay, the reciprocal matlab here it will become 2 pi divided by nh. Clear? So now what will happen here? M and M will get cancelled, right? M and M will get cancelled. Then R and R will get cancelled here. Then V and this V will get cancelled here, right? Next, pi and pi will get cancelled. 2 ones are, 2 twos are. Correct? Next, we can write it as V equals 1 by N into Ze square divided by 2 epsilon naught into H. Okay, let us call this as a fifth equation. Okay, this is the required expression for orbital velocity of the nth electron. So we can write it here. This is the required expression for an orbital velocity of an electron in the nth stationary orbit of an atom. Okay, then for hydrogen, Z equals 1. Then this fifth equation will become V equals 1 by N into E square divided by 2 epsilon naught into H. Yes, that will become 1 for the hydrogen atom. Okay, this is the expression here. Okay, so now by seeing this, I can write it here. V is inversely proportional to N. So I mean to say that when orbital number increases, velocity decreases. Okay, I can write it here. The orbital velocity of an electron is inversely proportional to the orbit number. Hence, electron has higher velocity in the innermost orbits. Maybe one more question, you might expect this one. Okay, so in the innermost orbits, the electrons will be revolving in the much faster. Okay, all right. So this is the final expression we can see here. Okay. So, and here in this expression, the third expression, if you want, we can reframe it if you have doubt, maybe. So, what I will do, I'll cross multiply R here. So, it will become mv square into R square divided by R equals ze square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here, what will happen? R and R will get cancelled. So finally we left out with what? mv square R, which is equal to ze square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. The same expressions we have used in the division process. Is it clear? Hope this video is clear. Okay, kindly share with your friends and closed ones. Okay, who are really needed, they can utilize this. Thanks for watching. Okay, kindly share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.